I'm Luke Marsh from TempestPb, and this is a video tutorial on how to disassemble and add batteries, also how to install the speed feed. For the first half of the video I'm going to show you how to disassemble and add batteries to the rotor. Okay, so first of all you open the lid. There's a lever here, you pull that and push the button. This top bit will come off and you'll be left with this bit. You can put that bit aside for now. Once you got to this stage, you're going to see a little bit of plastic there. All you need to do is push it, then you'll hear a click. Once you've heard the click, you need to take this bit off. This can go aside with the rest of the gyro. To get the batteries in, you need 3 AA batteries to go there, and you undo the Velcro. Once you inserted the batteries, be sure to have the Velcro tight. You don't want to have the batteries moving around. Okay, to get the paddles out, you see 2 red levers. You flick them both out, then this just comes out. To clean your rotor, you might want to just clean the dirt out of there, because as you may be able to see, there might be some dirt in there, so you can get that out there. Okay, now how to put it back together again. Once you've got these 2 bits in, it's a good idea to make sure it's still working, so click the on button. Yep, that's all good. Okay, now for this bit, make sure the bit of plastic goes under the 2 lips of plastic at the bottom end of the rotor. Once you hear the click, you know that bit's in, so then you put the main body bit of the rotor. Once you hear the click, you know it's all working. And if you want, you can see if it's working again still. That's all good. The second half of this video is a demonstration on how to attach the speed feed. For this you'll need a crosshead screwdriver, a pair of pliers, and the speed feed. To get this off, just undo the lid like we did in the first part of the video and get the top off. You don't need the bottom for this bit, so you can just take this bit out. And here you can see the 5 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can just start getting them out. Try not to lose these, so just keep them all in a pile. So you've got all the screws out now, so just leave them aside, you don't want to knock them off. Okay, once you've got all these screws out, you're going to see this is going to come off. So, okay, for the next bit you might as well move out these out of the way, you don't need them. Okay, so now when you get the lid off, to do this, there's a bit of metal there, so you need to get this out. You can use the pliers to do this, or you can just push it out. Okay, now the bit of metal's out and the lid's off. So, and also you have the spring here that's in there as well. So okay, for the next bit you will not need the screwdriver, pliers, or the lid, so you can move that to one side. Also, you can move the screws like you're not going to be needing them. Now you can take the speed feed out of the package. You can get these for about $30 or £24, so pretty good for what they do. When you get it brand new, the flaps might be a bit stiff, so I suggest moving them back and forth to loosen them up, so paint passes through them a lot easier. As you can see, on the back of the speed feed there's an indentation. This needs to be placed at the back of the rotor. Once you have done this, you will notice the holes in the speed feed will slot into the rotor. Now the speed feed is in, you can place the back over so that all the holes line up. Now you put all the screws back in and you have now installed the speed feed to your rotor. Okay, once you tighten up all the screws, you can attach the top part of the rotor to the main body. Okay, you've done that. Now if you want, you can put a whole pod down it. We use diapers. As you can see, that worked very well. All the paintballs went in pretty easily. As you can see, the gyro can feed the paintballs at a rate of around 50 balls per second and has a battery life of around 50,000 shots using 3 AA batteries. You may think the gyro is overpriced with a retail value of around £150 or $190, but it's definitely worth it because in my opinion it's the best looking, most efficient and one of the lightest hoppers available. I've shot over 30,000 shots and never had a jam or a breakage, so I actually think it's pretty good. Thank you for watching, I hope this helped. Please subscribe, Tempest Paintball. Goodbye.